All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Black History webinar. My name is Mr. Johnson, the founder of On Time Ministry. So we're going to jump right into it. So the picture that you see here is Charles L. Thomas. I'm going to give you a background history. So we're going to talk about 5 African American warrior heroes. So we're starting off with him. Charles L. Thomas enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1942. Within a year, he was a second lieutenant and was fighting overseas in World War II. In 1944, while leading a task force in France, he was wounded, saving his men. When their vehicles came under fire wounded, Thomas was able to facilitate and return fire and evacuate only after things died. The U.S. Army awarded Thomas the Dignity Service Cross, which was upgraded to the Medal Armor Post Sergeant in 1997. Okay, so that was the history of Charles L. Thomas. All right, so the next one we're sharing here is Clifford Chester Sims. Clifford Chester Sims grew up an orphan and at one point lived in an abandoned school bus. It was a humble beginning for a man who would later earn a Medal of Honor for making the ultimate sacrifice for his country in the Vietnam War. On February 21st, 1968, after tripping a hidden booby trap, Sims saved his squad by throwing his body on top of the bomb, absorbing the shock. The certificate that accomplished the Medal of Honor salutes Sims for his conspiracy, gallatin, and intemperate in action at the risk of his life above and beyond Call of Duty. So we salute you, Clifford Chester Sims, on Time Ministry. And we salute you, Charles L. Thomas. Okay. So now we're moving on to the next. This is Ruben Rivers, U.S. Army Rivers. Okay. Along with Charles L. Thomas and Ruby Rivers was also awarded a Medal Award in 1997, more than 50 years after his service in the U.S. Army. Rivers was one of the Black Panthers, the 76 761 tank battalion during World War II. Leading his platoon as a sergeant, he bravely successfully moved a German roadblock, an action that could have easily got him shot killed by the enemy. He died weeks later in battle when his tank came under fire. River was also awarded a Silver Star and a Purple Heart for his heroics. So we salute you, Ruben Rivers, on Time Ministry. Okay. Charles Young, first black colonist in the U.S. Charles Young, born in 1864, Charles Young followed in his father's military footsteps, was led to decorating and celebrating career serving in his country. Young was among the first African American West Point graduates in academic history. He went on to become the first African American military team with his in the diplomatic missions. He became a successful squad leader in 1960 after a punctual exception in Mexico and rose to be the first black colonel in the U.S. Army. At his death in 1922, he was the Army's highest ranked African American officer. We salute you, Charles Young, on Time Ministry. Dorian Miller. All right, Dorian Miller, the main cook aboard the battleship West Vineyard during World War II. Dorian Miller was a Navy man who didn't see as much action as his peers. However, all that changed on December 7, 1941. Doing that is now the infamous attack on Pearl Harbor. Miller was assigned to grab wounds, sailors, and bring them to safety. With no previous training, Miller also fired an aircraft machine gun at overhead in Japan's planes. His efforts were portrayed by Cuba Gooding Jr. in the 2001 movie Pearl Harbor. We salute you, Dorian Miller, on Time Ministry. Okay. All right. So that concludes tonight's presentation, and I'll be back on next week to talk about more Black history content, everybody. My name is Minister Johnson, the founder of Once. We have looked at 5 African American war heroes that did some things in our life. So I love you all. God bless you. Have an amazing and a safe evening. I'll see you back here next Thursday. So next Thursday, we're doing some more of the webinar. Give me a second, and I'm gonna tell you which one we're doing for next week, so you'll be aware of it. Give me a second, everybody. Ooh. Hold on, everybody. So what we're doing next week is the webinar for Black History. This internet is so slow, right? So slow. Taking forever. All right, so next week we're going to be doing another Black History content, and we're going to be talking about some very important people. So we have 10 African American women and men that we're going to be talking about on next Thursday at 7 p.m. on this platform. So make sure you all tune in YouTube Live, okay? So with that being said, everybody have an amazing and a safe Thursday evening. I'll see you all back here on Sunday for all the services, the children's services, on-time ministry, ladies with voices, as well as Women's Day on on-time ministry. The Women's Day is at 3 p.m. Ladies with voices is at 6 p.m. On-time ministry services at 2, and Little Angel broadcast is at 1 p.m. So that's a full schedule for this upcoming Sunday. So I love you all. God bless you. Have an amazing and safe Thursday night.